G'day, g'day. Well, we're back where it all started, or was supposed to start, in Longreach. The whole purpose for going there was Michelle really wanted to go to the Stockmans Hall of Fame. It's been on her to-do list for quite some time. And we also heard about a pretty nice river cruise that we shouldn't miss out on. So I wasn't going to film too much of it and ended up, not filming too much of it at all. But this first little bit on the sunset cruise, Michelle actually took over the video, or the GoPro, and recorded the video. So it was pretty interesting to watch it back. Thought I'd mix it up a bit and throw it up. But not too much in Longreach, as I just decided we just probably experience it firsthand without having to worry about filming or doing a video. But anyway, I hope you guys have been enjoying it. There's only one more video to go after this. And what an adventure it's been. But anyway, just thought I'd take this moment to thank everyone for watching, and cheers, and hope you enjoy future videos. Anyway, on with the show.
Jane might be able to whistle some turtles up onto the bank.
Normally I'm a bit shy on the camera, but tonight I am actually going to talk on this. This is Michelle, Tim's partner, and we are enjoying a sunset cruise at Longreach, and this is stunning. Absolute magical sunset. Tim Rumble, photography, when he's not behind the camera. What do you reckon, babe?
It's a great day.
Longreach sunsets have definitely not let us down. This is just beyond beautiful. I'm behind the camera because Tim is so busy taking photos right now, which is awesome. But this is something else, just stunning. Highly recommend it. So a different take for Overland, a bit of a touristy experience. We took a sunset cruise along the Thomson River tonight at Longreach. And now we're up for dinner along the Thomson River. I think we're the youngest people by about 30 years, but we did meet some other youngies. We met Lana and Pud. So they're about our genre. Everyone else is probably about 40 years older, but that's okay. They're the wild ones of this trip. We got some mood lighting going on here. This looks like the damper that's for dessert this evening. And we've got someone hard at work on the barra. Say hello. There you go. True Blue Overland. This looks amazing. And then they've got some other stuff cooking over here. Oh my gosh, on the hot coals, look at that, amazing. I can't wait to taste it. There's actually lots of stuff cooking here. There's stuff everywhere. Great old stove. This is possibly the biggest camp oven I've ever seen. Oh, and we might be having some tea later. Who knows? And all these guys getting a drink. Hope they don't have too many tonight. For all the girls watching, it's very, very pretty. It's not the normal dude stuff, but Tim had to add some romance for tonight, so here he is doing it. Fairy lights in all the trees, beautiful fires everywhere to keep us warm, lanterns, bougainvilleas. Look at this, absolutely stunning. Beautiful table pieces. Hello! Say hello to True Blue Overland. Hello!
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
What are you doing? Not taking photos.
No, we're doing a video on YouTube. It will be.
It will be broken.
It
now.
will not be broken. Yeah. Did you have a good night?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Night,
Yeah. How beautiful was the sunset?
Oh, spectacular.
It was
wasn't
spectacular. 100%. Yeah. Yeah.
Very nice.
It was very nice. So you ladies behave yourself this evening, okay? I'll be watching you. All right. That's no fun? All right, I take the caveat off and party hard, okay? Yeah.
Dams full of water and gullies in flood, thunder, lightning, windscreen wipers and mud. Oh. Oh. Well, I'm dying for a break, but I don't know what it'll take before I've got time to make it into town. We don't need an inland sea, just an inch or 2 or 3. It'd be good enough for me to pour one down. Cause there's a feeling in a pub, in the far out country scrub, when you're sucking on a stub, it's your shout. That you won't get in the city, it must be the grime and gritty. Though the barmaid's just as pretty, they're no doubt, but they don't know all about Mitchell grass and a breaking of a drought. Getting stuck in town because the roads are all washed out. Dams full of water and gullies in flood, thunder, lightning, windscreen wipers and mud.
Well, back where it was supposed to start. It's sort of ending, but not quite yet. We've got a couple more days up our sleeve, so we're going to punch down the road back towards home and pull up somewhere, don't know where yet. But we've got the following 2 nights at Blackdown Tableland National Park, so that's been on the to-do list for quite some time. And yeah, while we've got the time up our sleeves, we'll just do it. But anyway, the trip was supposed to start here, as I said. We kind of got here first, but flipped it on its head. So anyway, the start's the end anyway. And off we go. Righto, so I've driven to a place just outside of, just outside, probably about 100 k's from Emerald, and just come across the Drummond Ranges. And there was a little lookout there, which is pretty good. Gives you a good view of like these whole hills and ranges, I guess. But we just we scouted around a little bit, and we've actually found a camp. So it's pretty good. We had a look at wiki camps last night, and we saw there was a couple of options around here in rest areas and whatever. But we pulled in here about 3 o'clock, wasn't it, Doug? Yeah, about 3 o'clock. So rather than stay at the actual lookout, there's actually a train line running through here, and there's a few access tracks. So we just took one of the access tracks and found a nice clearing, and it's obviously an old work site, and yeah, a couple of bits of flat ground. So we perched up. So, in for a beautiful sunset in these hills, and same again in the morning. Should come up right over there, over those hills. So pretty good, pretty mint for a little free camp. Have a look around. So yeah, here we are. Quick little camp set up again. No warning, no nothing. Just tent straight up, stretchers thrown in. You're very prepped dinner, hey Dale? So yeah, not bad, this big open area through here. So it's probably about, do you reckon a kilometre? Probably a kilometre, eh? Just a kilometre up the access track from the lookout. Yeah, it's just got this nice open area. There's been campfires here before and whatnot. But yeah, just over there, there's the train track. So if we're lucky, we might even see the train come through. Yeah, just surrounded by these beautiful ranges, so it's really good.
Not bad for a free camp. A few flies around. But anyway, yeah, so we haven't really explored too much about free camps in the past. But yeah, as I said, we got on Wiki Camps and just had a bit of a look last night to see what was on the way in here, because we're not really from Longreach. We're only, I think, 570 from Blackdown, where we decided to go at the end of this trip, so tomorrow night and the night after. So yeah, we didn't really want to get too close to it because it is pretty busy there. It's pretty booked. We were lucky to get the 2 spots in the next 2 nights, to be honest. But so yeah, we didn't want to go too far, and we didn't want to, not go far enough. So pretty much bang on halfway. So I've only probably got about 200 k's to go. But yeah, the Wiki Camps is a really good app. It's got heaps of information on it and heaps of reviews of different camp spots and whatnot. But a lot of them seem to be from people with RVs or caravans. So a lot of them go on about there's not enough flat ground, not enough this, not enough that. But if you're just in a tent or like rooftop on your car or something like that, I think you'd be pretty right. But say again, Doug?
So we've had some amazing camps this time, like Old Cork Station for a free camp, beautiful ruins, camping under the windmill. Like that's just unheard of. Normally you have to pay for that sort of stuff. Cadelga. Some other beautiful ruins. We're the only ones there again. Free campsite on a beautiful lagoon. Yabbies. We've had some fantastic campsites that are all free. So I think it's worth checking out and taking advantage of being on the road for longer for less.
That's right. Yeah, I think the free camps, they do get packed out. So old mates who were travelling with earlier through the deserts and that, Rod, he had this rule. He reckons about 3 o'clock. Once it hits 3 o'clock, start looking for somewhere to pull up, and I reckon if you go by that, you'll get a pretty good spot. But probably expect to see people pull in after you. We're expecting people to pull in here. They haven't yet, and it's about 5, so we probably have this place to ourselves. But as I said, it's only about an hour for 120 k's outside of Emerald, so people probably just punch on into there. But yeah, anyway, so we're 3 nights from the end. So yeah, as we sit here and just enjoy the last of this day, I just thought I'd say a few things about Longreach. We didn't really do too much filming of Longreach. There was a few shots from the river cruise we did. So when we first got to Longreach, obviously I already know that it was all booked out and it was crazy, so I flipped the trip on ahead and came back to Longreach at the end. But so we did the river cruise on Sunday evening. That was excellent. So cruised up the river, went to a sunset spot. It's beautiful. People told us a few stories about the area, and basically went back to a camp they call Smithy's Camp, and there was an entertainer there who was called, what was his name again? John Hawkes. Bloody legend. Could tell a story. Old Stockman. Well, he's not that old, but Stockman. Ton of stories, and just really entertaining evening. Good food, the whole lot. Really good. So anyway, recommend that one. Then the next day went to the Stockmans Hall of Fame and didn't film any of that sort of stuff. That's been on Michelle's to-do list for most of her life, I think. So she was pretty stoked to get there and do that. But again, that place is just, you have to go there for yourself and experience it. And they put you through this video. It's probably only goes for about half an hour or so. But yeah, it really opens your eyes and gives you an education into how this country all got started. And really it's off the back of those, off a sheep's back. That's how this whole great country of ours got started. And if that didn't happen, we might not even be here. So yeah, it all started with the sheep apparently. One other thing that really shone through at the Stockmans Hall of Fame was how important the Aboriginal stockman, yes, there was such a thing, the Aboriginal stockman and the whitefella stockman working together. If that didn't happen, they would never have been able to conquer the land in the way they did, and our country would never have blossomed into what it is today without that happening. So there you go. But anyway, if you go to Longreach, get along there. We stayed at the caravan park in Longreach just because on the way through we did see Apex Park, and they've got like what they call a town common around the whole town, and it's just basically free use area, and it's bloody brilliant. So they've got the young kids out there strapping their motorbikes around and quad bikes and whatever, and people camping out there. But the area where it was camping, they had all the caravans and the RVs and everything. It was just like tent city. So we just thought, we'll just suck it and we'll go to a caravan park. and we stayed at the Longreach Tourist Park, and that was pretty good. It was probably the biggest of the two in town, and yeah, it was all right. We were down the back corner, so that was fine. And yeah, they had the shower, they had amenities, everything. So it was pretty good after bathing in the Diamantina and Barcoo River for a couple of weeks to actually have a shower.
Courtesy bus picks us up at the pub each night.
Yeah, so they got 3 main pubs, and they all got courtesy buses, so we got picked up by them when we went out for dinner and a few drinks. One thing I will say about the pubs though, Longreach actually lacks that classic old pub. That good old-fashioned pub that you'd think would be there is not there. And there is a really old building there, but it's, what was it called? Station Outfitters or something. It was a cool place, and they had like the old Cobb & Co thing out the back, and it was like a bit of a museum and a bit of a souvenir shop. That looked like it may have been an old pub at some point, but they don't have an old pub. And you go 25 k's down the road to Ilfracombe or Ilfracombe, or however you say it, and that was originally called Wellshot, and that's got this brilliant old pub that was it was removed from Barcaldine as they built the railway. It was removed from Barcaldine, taken down, and then rebuilt again as the railway progressed, and then that's where it stayed. And that's just bloody brilliant. So yeah, Longreach lacks that great old pub, which was very surprising to me, because nearly every single other town in the region has just a brilliant old pub. And even
Circa 1880s.
yeah, it was 1880s, and the building hadn't changed since the 1880s, and that's when it was torn down from Barcaldine and then rebuilt there in 1880, or 1860 I think it actually was, because apparently everything was built in the 1880s out here in the west. But anyway,